Welcome again, guys. In this chapter, we are going to see CSS background. Here you can see we have a starter code with a style tag and some classes there. Then we have a body tag with some HTML content. That's a section one, okay, with the colored BG as a div class. Then large BG image section, and then small BG image section, and then fixed BG image section, which has some large content you can see. So BG here represent background and IMG here represent image. So let's see the preview. So the preview look like this. You can see section 1, section 2, section 3, and then section 4, which is a bit scrollable. And now the color background is very easy. You just need to add background color and then probably like aqua, and then if you save it, and here you can see that background is applied to that particular element, which is that section. Here you can see, okay. And now for large BG image, let's see, we have some images. Okay, here you can see we have a very large BG image with dimension 1920 and 1080, and we have a small background image with dimension 300 by 168 pixel. Now let's basically set the background image. Set the background image, we need to use the property background hyphen image and then give a URL, and here I am giving the relative URL. Since my image is in the images folder, which is one up, and then here I can use slash and then large and then background PNG. When I save it and then see the preview, you can see we have a some background image, and you can see because due to that dimension it is covering that much. In the small screen it is basically look like this, but when I expand it, it basically look like this, which is the entire image. However, we still see some portion is left, okay, that we can basically fixed using the background size with cover. When we use this background size as cover, it basically try to get the entire image from the horizontal side. You can see, okay, it is basically we are able to see all the entire image from the horizontal x-axis. And now if we set height as 400 pixel, okay, here you can see we can see some portion of the image here as well, okay. And now there is something called as repeat background repeat, which is like no repeat. However, this will come into effect when the image is very small. There is one more important property, which is background position, which basically set how the image should position in the element from x-axis and from y-axis. For example, if I set here 100 pixel and 100 pixel, you can see it basically shifted the image. And let me give the border of our element, okay. And if I give the border, then you can see my image has been shifted from left side as 100 pixel and from y side as 100 pixel, okay. So this is like x position and then y position. We can also give some keywords like center, center, and then it basically try to center the whole image. And if I give like top center, then I can see it is being positioned from the top side of the image, okay. The top side of the image is now completely visible, okay. You can see here. Similarly, like bottom, okay, center, then the bottom images completely visible. Now let's move on to the small size. Let me basically copy this and use the small bg, and here you can see. Now what is the case with the small bg? The small bg was like 168 pixel width and 300 pixel height, but now we can see that small bg is repeated to the whole width of the element, right? To control it, we can use just don't repeat the image, and now you can see we have only that much particular image. Let me give the border so that we can able to see whole thing completely, and here you can see, and that's the whole our section element. Okay, and now if we use the background position as center and center, okay, then it becomes center. Let me give height so that we can have more better demo. Okay, you can see center center. Now if I use top center, then it goes top, bottom center it goes bottom center, and bottom right it goes to the right. Okay, now if we use the background size property and make it cover, then it try to get the whole image to the element, and here you can see. Okay, since our background position is bottom right, from the bottom right it is trying to cover the whole element. Instead of all these background image, background repeat, background position and cover, we can use a shorthand notation which is just a background, okay, and then URL image small bg, okay, dot png, and then no repeat. Okay, let me maximize it, and then and position as center and save it. Then you can see that particular image is now at the center, and we don't need all these four different properties because we can cover in the single line itself. And for cover we can use this cover, then it basically set the size of the element as cover, and if we want to remove, then it becomes center. Finally we have the fixed image background. Let me use the same background image as small, and then give it as the same configuration, no repeat. Okay, and here you can see. Okay, so that's the whole element, and it is now in the center and no repeat. However, when I set the background attachment, then it basically set this image as per the our browser window. For example, if I set it as a fixed, then it's basically center of the browser, you can see. Okay, our image is not centered to the section 4 div element, it is now centered to the browser window. Let me give it as bottom center, and then you can see that image is now fixed to the browser bottom. And why it is going hidden? Because now we are in the section 3 and that image is not part of the section 3, right? So that's why it is hidden. You can make it as right. Okay, and now if we do repeat, it basically cover the whole element. Okay, so that is not a good thing. Okay, yeah, so here you can see. I hope that with this example you now completely understand what is background and how to add the background image, color, and how to set different properties of this background image. Thank you for watching. See you in the next chapter.